Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we have a sizable group of lighters and ashtrays to show you. I went out this morning to print and mail a tax form, and I just made it back here to the dependableflame.com headquarters moments ago after heading from mailing that form to the general direction of one particular vintage mall that I frequent around town, and stopped at another one on the way. Found everything that I'm about to show you here in this one bag. Got two bags full of stuff to show you. Well, not full, but you know what I mean. Anyway, let me get this wrapper off of here so that you don't have to put up with the noise. Let you take a look at that while I continue to tell the story. I headed out to a particular antique place that I like to go. Give a shout out to the rink. I'll see you guys next time because I did not make it out there. The first place that I stopped at, which has been one of the newer places that I have been going to, and I don't know exactly how long it has been in business, but found this ashtray. I can't remember, I think in the $5 range. I don't generally buy ashtrays if they are more than $5. Definitely not more than $10 on an ashtray. That is vintage advertising for a place that is famous in Oklahoma City. Here is another really cool old advertising ashtray that has a place for a book of matches. Really cool. Parkersburg Rig and Reel Company. Quality and service since 1897. That having the matches slot on there, I would guess that was probably, I don't know. I mean, people use matches well up into the 70s. I remember people using matches in the 70s when I was growing up, so I guess they still could have been making these. Anyway, really cool ashtray right there. Along with the one for Ned's Steakhouse. I've seen that in some of the Facebook groups for posting pictures of sort of historical things around Oklahoma City. And now the rest of these, most of them were $5 a piece. Here is a nice Barlow B54, which is identical to the Crestcraft lighters that we were talking about on the live stream the other day. And I've actually had this exact advertising lighter before. Can't remember whether I lit it or not. This one probably will not be lit because it looks like it never has been. Make sure that the flint tube is clear. And you'll be seeing these for sale in our store, dependableflame.com/current eBay listings. To look up and date some of these Zippos. That one definitely has some issues with the insert. But a nice case that I think is from the late 70s, early 80s. Have to look that up and date it for sure. Here is a 1932 to 1990 solid brass slim. Looks like the cam spring may be somewhat shot, so we'll see about what we can do about either repairing that or replacing the insert, cleaning up the case. And I don't remember exactly how much I paid for all of these, but for the prices I couldn't pass. And some of them kind of have nostalgic purposes for me as well. I don't look back real fondly on my time at the U.S. Postal Service, but I did work a lot of mail for Globe Life and Accident Insurance, Oklahoma City. I can tell you that back in the day they had multiple unique zip codes. A unique zip code is a zip code that is created basically to cover one address or one entity, one business, whatever it might be. And the main one for Globe Life was 73184. There were others. I think most of the others were later. But I was working box mail at the main office back in 1993 to about 1995 or 6, and then off and on here and there after. So I was glad to find this lighter. I think that was in one of those carousel little push button things. Here is a X or VI. That is also 1980s, I think. And definitely looks like it has had some issues with the insert, and looks like it is probably stuck in there, but the case itself is in really nice condition other than just some surface scratches. Hinge feels pretty tight, so we'll definitely do what we can to get that one out, get it working and use it. Here is a very early 4 dots on each side. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? That is the first of these that I have ever discovered. That is a Cobra head insert. So I believe this would be 1956. How awesome is that? It's definitely been well used. You see the brushing from the lid closing. And it's not wanting to close right now. There we go. It's pinstripe both sides. And there were many of these that were released which have the indented space where the file wheel sets. So at first glance, there have been many times that I looked at one and thought it might be a Cobra head, but never have I then turned. The way I understand it, most of these were broke off in the factory and never released. But they're out there. They're out there. It's not that rare. It's probably still more rare than a black crackle Zippo, though, I'd bet you. So really cool. I think this is definitely more rare than a solid foam fuel cell in a Zippo insert. I don't know if they had solid foam fuel cells in Slims or not. That looks like regular wadding to me. So definitely a lighter that has been used, but that is cool as can be right there. You guys will have to confirm to me whether that is the right date, 1956, but I think 1956 was the only year for the Cobra head inserts. And that's exactly what that is. How cool is that? So that is, I believe, everything that I bought from the one place. Really happy with all that. Some of those new or really barely used. Oh, I missed one. And this one was actually, two of those Zippos were, if you bought two, then you got another lighter for free. And I knew I wanted this one. Oklahoma State lighter. It's actually branded Wells. Oklahoma. It says oil wells on state capitol grounds, Oklahoma City. And then the Great Seal of the state of Oklahoma. We'll take a closer look at all this later, get this lighter cleaned up and hopefully working. And I don't see why we should not be able to. So how awesome is that to find an Oklahoma state lighter in Oklahoma City. And not only that, but to find an identical lighter to another advertising lighter that I've owned before for a company in Anchorage, Alaska, which is where my dad was stationed in the Army back in 1971, 1972, I believe. This is the second one of these I've had. Found this one right here in Oklahoma City. I don't remember whether the other one was bought here in Oklahoma City or if I'd bought it off eBay or somewhere else on the internet. And we will continue the rest of this video with what we purchased at the second place that we went to. So I only went to 2 places and purchased several ashtrays and lighters. So this will be continued tomorrow. Until next time.